Alright, I just got out of the Marvels, but I had watched Loki, the finale of it, right before I watched the Marvels, so now I have to talk about it. And it's going to be spoiler-filled. I'm going to talk about the finale of Loki. If you haven't seen the finale yet, like this video, favorite this video, share this video, save it to your page, follow me, come back. I'm going to talk spoilers. I'm going to talk everything you need to know about my opinions and my theories on this show. Let's get into it. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. That was one of the best things Marvel has ever put out. I was literally speechless for the first 30, 40 minutes, and now I'm more speechless now the more I think about it. Let's start here. Last week's episode ended with Loki figuring out how to control his time slipping, so he's able to go into past versions of himself and basically replay those events over and over again. So he replayed the event of the variant of Kang. I can't think of his name right now. Going into where the temporal loom is and gets killed over and over and over and over again. He realized that's not going to work. So then he asks OB, how hard is it to teach me physics and everything, reality and all that? And OB's like, well, decades or maybe centuries. And then on the screen, it reads centuries. So Loki lived out centuries to learn and be an expert in everything to do with physics, the temporal loom, quantum mechanics. He learned all of it, and he became an expert. That alone, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, oh my God, It reminded me so much of the episode of What If with Doctor Strange when he tries to save Christine and it lasts forever. You know, centuries. That version of Loki that we knew from the Avengers in 2012, he was going at it for centuries, learning as much as he possibly could. That wrecked my mind. And he does all that and it still doesn't work. He's able to go back in the past again to his past self where him and Sylvie meet He Who Remains the very end of everything. And He Who Remains and Loki have a conversation because He Who Remains knows that Loki knows how to control his time slipping because of course he does. In that conversation, He Who Remains basically says either you let it all explode or you have to kill Sylvie. That's the only way. And my variants are already here. They're already everywhere. So Loki does what he has to do. He takes a sacrifice. He doesn't kill Sylvie. He allows her to kill He Who Remains still. But what Loki does is he essentially takes He Who Remains' place and he fixes the temporal loom. He is now in control of all the timelines, and all he does is sit on the throne, and he's able to watch all the timelines. So essentially, Loki is the Watcher. Loki is able to watch, and the reason why we know he's able to watch all the timelines, at the very end, Mobius, of course, played brilliantly by Owen Wilson, sees his family, sees his kids again, and Loki starts to cry. That's how you know he's watching. He's literally the Watcher. And what did the Watcher do in What If? The Watcher assembled a team of some of the strongest Avengers in the entire space-time continuum, and had them go up against Ultron. So what is Loki going to do? He is going to assemble an amazing squadron of all of the greatest heroes he can possibly find to go up against Kang and all of his variants. Because no one knows that Kang is coming more than Loki, because now Loki can see all of it, because he is the Watcher. That is what has happened. That is one of the biggest things Marvel has ever done. And if it is true, excuse my voice crack, if it is true, it's genius. And they've been playing that since the end of Endgame, and they knew exactly what they were going to do. And they even gave us the nugget of watching the What If series. If you watch that, you know exactly how this is going to go down. Because the Watcher, this Watcher, did that in the What If series to go up against Ultron that got the Infinity Gauntlet. He assembled all of Earth's greatest heroes from across the space-time continuum, and they've defeated Ultron, and it's going to happen again when Loki, who is now the Watcher, assembles all of Earth's greatest heroes from across the multiverse, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, all of these guys, and they're going to go up against Kang and all of his variants. I am so excited. I hope this is the case. This is one of the best things I've ever seen. I'm not even joking you. This is one of Marvel's 3 best items they've ever created. It's up there with Endgame. It's up there with Infinity War. It was a blast. It was fun. It was beautiful. Tom Hiddleston deserves some type of recognition for his role. He was unbelievable. But I loved it. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. It was awesome. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about my theory. I think it has some legs. I really do.